Hey folks, welcome back to Wooden Tool Man's channel and welcome back to my shop. So I've been playing around with this the lathe copier that I made, and I'll tell you, I'm just blown away how this thing is working. I've been making some copies just out of firewood. I've just been chucking some, this one's pretty crooked. This is probably the worst one of the bunch here, but it's not thumping so bad that I'm worried about it, and after just a few seconds I'll be able to true it up anyway. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm actually going to turn this big stick into a little turning like this. I've just taken, I'm doing some testing with this thing, and this is just a line that I cut out with my saber saw just to do some testing and see how, it was going to do, especially on these high points right here, because that was the problem with the floating router, and I know that's the problem with all these other lathe attachments or router lathes that you see out there. They're coming in with the tip of the router like that. I'll tell you right now, folks, it's not working. You guys set one up and try it, then you'll know. You might be able to get it once in a while, get one to turn out, and especially if you go super slow, then you might get it to turn out. But, I've done it, so I know. This thing, on the other hand, is blowing me away. It doesn't matter how fast I go. You'll see that I'm going to put this little grinder, it's just a little $20 grinder, I'm going to put it to its paces. Believe me. And eventually, I'm just going to put a big grinder on this thing. It's only, this grinder that's on this is literally a $20 grinder. So I'm going to actually spend some money and put a good one on it. So, as you can see, I've made a couple of copies. There's another one floating around here too. They're all coming out nice and the same. I have yet to see any of them with a chip out of the top of them. There's some lines in them from the saw, but that's easily sanded out. What I might do too is get a real saw blade made with rounded teeth, and then that way there, I won't get these saw marks in it, because why I'm getting these is because the edge of the tooth, unless I go really slow that last pass, then I don't get a perfect job, but a little bit of sandpaper and that cleans right up. So without talking anymore now, what I'll do is start this thing up. Like I said, it's going to vibrate pretty good for the first few seconds, and then I'll clean it up. And, if you're watching thinking he's going to burn the grinder out, it doesn't really matter. It's a $20 grinder. It just took a few minutes to gear this little setup up. What I'm going to do eventually is put a heavier duty one on, because it is well worth it to be able to do that. So now what I'll do is I'll start my dust collector. It's vibrating a little bit, but it's not that bad. There, now I'll bring you in close and show you the job that this is doing. Grab one of the other copies here. You can see. Oh! Almost lost it. There. An exact copy of it. Oh, I got it backwards. That's not a very good, doesn't look like a very good copy, does it? So there. So just amazed at I can go that quick. There's no blowouts in these tops. That was the problem with doing it with a router. This eliminates that. This leaves a few little lines from the saw marks, but with a little sanding, it'll clean right up. So hopefully you guys are having fun watching. Hopefully you guys keep tuning in, and we'll see you next time.